Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and today we have the second wave of the Hot Wheels 50th Anniversary Favorites series. These are all metal on metal, real riders. They have full deco, which is very cool, and we'll take a quick look at the back of the card. This is they have generic cards, by the way, generic front and generic back. They cost about $5.50 at Walmart is where these are now popping up right now. This was the first wave here, 1 through 5. This is the second wave that we're going to take a look at. There also is a car, this 55 Chevy Belair Gasser. There was supposed to be a Toys R Us exclusive version of that car. There is no longer Toys R Us, so there's no longer a Toys R Us exclusive, but that will be a Kroger exclusive, and if I ever do find that, I don't have a Kroger in my area, if I get one, I will be able to show you it. But for now, let's just take a look at what we got. So this is the Volkswagen T1 Drag Bus. This is number 6. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. Very, very cool. This one is held together by a rubber band because it opens. So let's do some rubber band removal. Hopefully right away. This thing is tight on here. All right. So, it's not just one rubber band. It is 2 bonus rubber band. Wow, this is really difficult to get off. Here we go. I'll just do this. All right. So there we go. Shifted the camera around doing all that. And let's take a quick look at it. All right, so very, very cool paint color on this one. It is like a Zamac finish with this like yellow like fade to it almost. It's probably part of the tampo. I'm not really sure, but it looks really cool. Flame tampos, 50th anniversary logo. Of course, it's metal on metal. It's got rubber tires with tread, and it opens, of course. So there it is. This is the version of the drag bus that I actually really think is cool. Ooh, what happened here? There we go. I think you can totally just take the body right completely off of this casting. But there it is, full deco. So you got headlights. It's still not on correctly. Well, that's kind of fun, right? There we go. Now it's on there. All right, so there's that. Pretty cool. Not to be confused with the other drag bus casting, which is this one here. This is the other one. I think they share the same base. I want to say that they do. Yeah, they share the same base. They just have a different body. It seems like this one's almost shorter. Maybe I'm wrong. Investigate it real quick here. It does appear like this one is a little bit shorter. Yeah, just a little bit. All right, so anyway, this is the one I like. This one's okay. I think this one looks cooler. There's a ton of different variations of this one. There is not a lot of variations, though, of this casting. It hasn't been used very much. It's been used, debuted in the Hot Wheels Garage series. There was 4 different variations of it there. Then it was in the Pop Culture series twice. And I think that was it. The other one, there's a ton of different releases of it. This one, not that many. But this is definitely cool to see it in this release. And it does look absolutely fantastic. I wasn't too excited about it. I don't really collect the drag bus, but man, this one does look really good. So that's cool. All right, so we got to move on. Next up is the 78 Dodge Lil Red Express truck. Pretty cool. One of the reasons why this is really cool because this is the first time this has been seen with a metal base, to my knowledge. And it's a very nice looking little truck. So this one, the truck itself, the casting debuted in a mainline release in 2012. It was in a Hot Wheels Road Trippin' release in 2014. It was in the 2015 mainline. 2017 mainline. So this is the first time it got metal base treatment, and it does look pretty good. So there's the look at the base. So there's a look at the full deco. We got headlights, we got taillights, you got a little faux wood paneling back there on the tailgate. Nice tampo action in the bed of the truck. I think it looks pretty awesome. So these are coming 1 to a case, by the way. Here, just to show you, here's a plastic base version of this casting. Same thing. The one thing I wish they would have did was I wish they would have retooled the interior too and made these smokestacks here. If they would have made those metal, I think the casting would be all the more cooler. But still a pretty cool little truck indeed. So that is number, I guess technically number 7 in the series of 10. This is the one, of course, everybody's going to be after. Just like the Datsun 510 wagon in the first release of this series, this is the big one for this release, and it's the 55 Chevy Belair Gasser. You guys know this casting is popular, so, and they know it too, so they kind of were smart about this one as they were with the 510, and these are coming 3 to a case. So the hard one actually to get is going to be this one if you want the set, because these are only coming 1 to a case. These are coming 3 to a case. I don't know why they do that, really. They should just release 2 of each car in a 10-car case, so there's 2 complete sets, but they make it difficult for you. So this one's got the headlights, got the tail lights, 55 and the license plate. Tampos are really nice. Overall, it's a really nice looking gasser. It's got the typical gasser wheels that they use a lot. So this one, of course, if you don't know about this casting, which you obviously probably do if you're watching this video, 2013 mainline, been released 3 times. It had a super treasure hunt, 2014. 2014, also the notorious Candy Striper came out, which there's 2 variations of that. Mainline in Zamac in 2015. Heritage, there's just been a ton of releases of it, all right? There is 2 different toolings of this casting. There's this one here that's got the rivet all the way up in the front. And then I brought out this one just to show you the other example. This is a convention piece here from this last year, 2018. And it's got the rivet right there. So a lot of the real premium releases will have the rivet right there. There also is a slight difference, I think, in the interior piece. Yeah, it's got like a recessed section in the pipe there that this one does not have. It just comes to a flat end. So the motor looks a little bit better on this variation of the tooling. But they're both very cool. And of course this one is really cool. This is an expensive piece. But there's just a quick look at those. So this is the one, there's going to be a Kroger exclusive. It will be like kind of like a navy blue, I think, or black. I'm not sure. Based on pictures, it's kind of hard to tell whether it's got like a blue tint to it, I think. But there's that one. All right, so that's a cool one. And moving on, we got the Camaro, the 69 Camaro. I really do like this one because it's a very basic, nice basic car. There's no real graphics on it. They just kind of made it look realistic. They hit the little 50th logo right there, which is pretty cool. Got white top. It's in like this yellow gold kind of color with the metal flake. There's your detail up front. Looks great. There's your detail on the rear. Also looks pretty good. So pretty cool. This is like my favorite Camaro casting. I just brought out one more example of it right here. Here's the Super Treasure Hunt version of this casting when this came out in 2008, which I just cracked in my recent Diecast Weekly video that I'm pretty much going to release at the same time as this one. This casting's been around for quite some time. 2007, it actually debuted at a toy fair. And then it was, of course, 2008, it was a Super Treasure Hunt right away. It's been in the Hot Wheels Classic series. It's been in the Garage series a bunch of times. It's had a convention release. Just a lot of different releases. Boulevard, Flying Customs. All sorts of releases of this one, so this would be a fun one to go after. A lot of variations of it. And it's not like a super crazy desirable one where it's hard to get. So you definitely could kind of go after them. But there it is. I think it looks actually quite excellent. It's a very good looking one. And then speaking of good looking ones, you get a golf car. 65 Ford Galaxie and golf livery. 50th logo there. This is kind of an interesting little casting. It hasn't been used very much. And here it is. Top tampos look really good. The side ones kind of got that dot matrixy thing going on with the tampos, which they're not very like crisp. You can kind of see that there, which is kind of a disappointment. There's your painted headlights, painted taillights, or tampoed taillights, I should say. And it that looks pretty good. So this casting actually debuted in the Vintage Racing series with 3 variations. It did have a Neo Classics release and then a Cool Classics release. So it had an RLC, Cool Classics, and then it was in like Vintage Racing, and I think there's like a stock car series it was in too. But not a whole lot of variations. So if you did want to collect this casting, this would kind of be an easy one to get. The RLC piece is pretty cheap. The Cool Classics one is awesome. This is actually the one I brought out for it right here. So I've got 3 of these cars. I've got this Cool Classics one, which is pretty cool and classic, and I've got the RLC one as well, which I showed in my recent Diecast Weekly video. So that's your last car in the series. So the series is done with the exception of finding that Kroger exclusive, which might be a challenge for me because we don't really have Kroger's in my area. I do have what would be called Pick and Save, which is a Kroger-owned grocery store, but they don't always get the same things that Kroger gets. So let me know what you think of this wave. If you want to check out my video on the last wave, go ahead and take a peek at those. I might actually throw both of these videos in my car culture playlist because they kind of are in line with that style. But this wave, I think, really beats the first wave, with the exception of you got that Datsun wagon, the 510 in there. That's pretty cool. But really, in the Javelin is really cool. But other than that, there's not much to write home about, I think, in the first wave. But the second wave, there really isn't a bad car in this wave. I think they're really cool. If I find these again, and shout out to my buddy Shirash and my other buddy Keith for finding these and then hooking me up with a set. If I do ever find them again, I actually probably will pick up a whole nother set just to have carded. And just to kind of keep with my car culture stuff, because I just think they look really good. And I think this particular set is pretty awesome. I don't have duplicates of the first wave, but this second wave would be hard to pass up on some of these. They're just pretty. They did a good job on them. They did a great job on this wave. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Will you pick up all of these? Will you pick up some of them? Will you hoard the gasser? Let me know what you think. And as always, have a great day. Thank you very much.